everyone. We have started chemical bonding and molecular structure, in which we have discussed that what a chemical bond is. Also we have discussed that atoms, they remain associated with each other in order to become stabilized. So they remain in association with each other. Now here we are going to discuss different types of bonds by which they get associated with each other in order to satisfy the need mutually of each other, so that they attain the nearest noble gas configurations. So now the bonds are ionic bond, metallic bond, coordinate bond and covalent bond. Starting with the ionic bond, first of all, what an ionic bond is? The bond which is formed by ions. Simply we say that ions के बीच में अगर bond बन जाए तो उसे हम क्या कहेंगे? Ionic bond. What an ion is? Ions are the charged species. How are they formed? They are formed either by loss or gain of electrons. By losing the electron they form cation. By the gain of electron they form anion, and the transfer of electron from one atom to another leads to the association between the cation and anion, so that they can stabilize each other. Now taking it with an example like KCl. Potassium, we know that it have one electron in its outermost shell. This is the Lewis representation. This we have discussed in the previous video also, that in order to represent the valence electron only, because only the valence electrons they participate in the bond formation, hence we write only the valence electrons. Now we know that potassium have one electron in its valence shell and chlorine has 7 electrons in its valence shell. So now potassium here is in need to lose one electron, and so chlorine is in need of gain of one electron. So electron will get transferred from potassium to chlorine in order to acquire the nearest noble gas configuration, so they remain associated with each other. अब अपना एक electron lose करके it will form K positive and it will form Cl negative, and hence they become associated with each other to remain as KCl. Now for the formation of this bond, one thing if we observe here is potassium is losing the electron. In the last chapter we have discussed that for the loss of electron, energy is supplied to an atom, and that energy is known as ionization energy. The energy which is required to remove the most loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom is known as ionization energy. Now here potassium has to lose its electron. So in order of this we have to supply the energy to it, so that electron can come out of its orbit. So in this case one thing is clear, that ionization energy is required. अब आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी कम होनी चाहिए या ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए? ऑब्वियसली अगर हम हमारा काम कम एनर्जी देने पर जल्दी हो जाएगा तो हम उसी चीज़ को ज़्यादा प्रेफर करेंगे. सो आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी शुड बी लो. अगर कम एनर्जी देंगे तो आयन जल्दी बनेगा, अगर आयन जल्दी बनेगा तो वो बॉन्ड जल्दी बनाएगा और जल्दी स्टेबलाइज हो जाएगा. सो आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी शुड बी लो. On the other hand, क्लोरीन में इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड हो रहा है, means electron is gained by chlorine. So in that case again we have discussed that when electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom, in that case electron gain enthalpy is associated with it. And also we have discussed in the previous chapter that when electron is added to an atom, then a sort of collision take place, and due to that collision energy is released. So we say here that second thing which is involved is electron gain enthalpy, and it is defined as energy released when an electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom. अब जितनी एनर्जी ज़्यादा रिलीज होगी उतना आयन ज़्यादा स्टेबल होगा, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन हो गया, उसके बाद स्टेबिलिटी किसकी होगी? आयन की. सो आयन विल बी मोर स्टेबल. अगर किसी चीज़ में ज़्यादा एनर्जी होगी तो वो कम स्टेबल होगा, अगर उसमें कम एनर्जी होगी तो वो ज़्यादा स्टेबल होगा. मीन्स जितनी ज़्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होगी उतना आयन ज़्यादा स्टेबल होगा. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी शुड बी high. Apart from these two, there is one more thing. Ionization energy सिर्फ इसके रिस्पेक्ट में थी कि पोटेशियम में इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करना है, इसलिए हमें इसे एनर्जी प्रोवाइड करनी है. कम एनर्जी देने पर इलेक्ट्रॉन जल्दी लूज हो जाए तो आयन जल्दी बन जाएगा. इसी तरह इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी सिर्फ इससे रिलेटेड थी कि क्लोराइड आयन बनाने के लिए एनर्जी रिलीज होगी जब इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें ऐड हो जाएगा. लेकिन जब ये दोनों बन जाएंगे, दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ कंबाइन हो जाएंगे, देन दे विल गिव राइज टू अ 3-dimensional स्ट्रक्चर विच इज नोन एज लैटिस. लैटिस इज व्हाट? इट इज अ 3D स्ट्रक्चर. अब ये 3D है तो किसी चीज से तो बना होगा. जिस चीज से बना, जिस स्मॉलर यूनिट से ये बना, उसे कहते हैं यूनिट सेल. That is known as unit cell. So, in simple words, we say that unit cell is the smaller unit which, when repeats over and again around itself, give rise to a bigger structure which is known as lattice. अब ये lattice बनेगा कैसे? जब KCl एक दूसरे के साथ इस lattice में अरेंज होंगे. अब इसको समझने के लिए lattice क्या है? It is a 3D structure which is formed from smaller unit. That smaller unit is known as unit cell. अब अगर हम इस unit cell को draw करें तो this is a unit cell. अगर आप इस unit cell को, इस box को अपने एक room के साथ compare करें तो these are the 4 vertices of the ceiling and these are the 4 vertices of the ground. ये ऊपर वाली 4 points, ये नीचे वाले 4 points. And the ions they get arranged themselves on these vertices or on these faces. So in this way, this is a unit cell. This same unit cell, if when repeat over and again all around the 6 faces, it give rise to a bigger structure, 3D structure which is known as lattice. अब ये lattice बनना है, बनने के लिए और स्टेबलाइज भी होना है. स्टेबल कब होगा? जब एनर्जी रिलीज होगी. तो अकॉर्डिंगली हम कहेंगे कि यहाँ एक और फैक्टर इन्वॉल्व है, दैट इज लैटिस एंथैल्पी. नाउ व्हाट लैटिस एंथैल्पी इज? It is the energy released when 1 mole of lattice is formed from its constituent. 1 मोल लैटिस बनाने के लिए जितनी एनर्जी रिलीज होगी that is known as लैटिस एंथैल्पी. अब क्योंकि एनर्जी रिलीज होनी है और स्टेबल लैटिस बनना है, इसलिए लैटिस एंथैल्पी की वैल्यू भी हाई होनी चाहिए. So for the formation of ionic bond, 3 things are required: ionization energy, electron gain enthalpy and lattice enthalpy. In this way, the bonds ionic bond get formed with the help of these 3 factors. Coming to the next, that is metallic bond, the bond which is formed between the atoms of a metal. Suppose the atoms of a metal, they are lying like this. Again, this we have discussed prior also, that if we consider a copper wire, अगर हम एक तांबे की तार कंसिडर करें तो उसमें एटम्स ऐसे अलाइंड होंगे एक दूसरे के साथ, and it is solid in state, we know that, and the atoms they are closely packed to each other. So due to that, the attachment between the atoms of molecules, that is known as metallic bond only. Simply the association between the atoms of a metal is known as metallic bond. के atoms एक दूसरे के साथ adjacent attached हैं, उनके बीच में जो attractive forces हैं जिनके साथ वो बंधे हुए हैं, that is known as metallic bond, because they are solid and we know that solids they are tightly packed to each other. In the next part, we are going to discuss the next coordinate bond and covalent bond, that how these bonds they help the atoms or the constituent particle to remain attached to each other.